and the perspective of your leaders and your team about how you guys have been adapting and what you've implemented to make it work in these crazy, challenging times.
Thank you, Layla. I'm Julie Dexter. I lead the employee experience and culture team at 10x Genomics, and we're a single cell sequencing company. And so our pivot was actually, it was nice because we could showcase actually the work and the mission of our company, which is to advance biology. And so we were actually partnered with many academic institutions doing research in infectious disease already. And so at the same time, we were going through what everyone's been outlining here, shelter in place, and trying to adapt within our own company, our customers, and the focus on our organization and our work got amplified. So we took multiple approaches, many of which I think some of you have shared here, going back to just massive change leadership and transformational change. We kind of took a step back and just said, what could we be doing? And so from a leadership standpoint, our executive team really, we're a young company. We've only been in business since 2012. And so the leadership team, we went through an IPO last year, and this was our first real challenge outside of the business to step up to. And I have to say, I've just been so impressed. Our CEO is more of a scientist, and we also found out is an exceptional writer. And so he was sharing weekly updates with the employees on not only what was happening within our organization, but his perspective on the science and the pandemic and where that was going. And that really connected with people, and we saw a different side of him and a different lens than we had seen previously. What probably is most notable was we really needed to keep the company up and running, and our lab and manufacturing sites, we are global, although we're small, needed to keep running. And so we have been, we formed a COVID task force, which I'm sure every company has done, and we were one of the first in the Bay Area to start on-site testing. So we test anyone who has to come on site to make sure it's a safe environment. Having scientists as leaders, they were very adamant that we get testing enrolled, and that was just something that none of us had ever done, and leverage our partnerships, our relationships, creative thinking, and innovation on a scale that there really was no playbook for. So I've been really proud of the work, and excited about how people have really stepped up in the crisis. I'll turn it back to you, Layla.
Oh, yeah, thank you for sharing.